we are going to be blazing through this one because I have a plan for myself and for my partner. I'm doing something very nice for them. If you can hear them, they're screaming at my cats outside. I wanted to show you guys something before we dived into week 10. I can't believe we here, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Listen. My little pookie pooks. Look at my little pookie pooks. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that this is my guy. Okay, all right, now you may roam free with your weird self. I got a pet rat. I wanted to blaze through week 10 because I have a few plans that I need to stick to right now. So I just wanted to get this done in order to just somewhat stick to my plans and, just, be following, pretty much week 10 and not letting things like eating or whatever the fuck just distract me and be blocks. So let's talk about that. So week 10 was recovering a sense of self-protection, right? And this week we will explore the perils that can ambush us on our creative path because creativity is a spiritual issue. Many of the perils are spiritual perils. In the essays, tasks, and exercises of this week, we will search out the toxic patterns we cling to that block our creative flow. So how Julia was talking about this was she was talking about how we use things like food in like the perfect timing. So like I will come into the studio, right? Straight in the morning. I'll wake up early. I did my first thing. I come into the studio straight in the morning. I did my morning pages. You know what I'm saying? Great. It's about time for me to get my work done or whatever the fuck. I knew that I wanted to fast today, but because I'm just like, I have to self-sabotage, I'll go and I'll eat, binge, get tired, get the itis, sleep for 4 hours during the day, and then miss the entire time that I had to work on myself, work on my music, work on my goals and passions, work on everything, and work on everything that I wanted to do for myself as far as my creativity. And then she said that this comes into things like sex, food, alcohol, drugs, weed included. Yes. And then one thing that really got me, she called me out on this one, y'all. Work is one of my blocks. Hey, don't knock over my sculpture, you little gremlin. You little gremlin. He just knocked over my damn sculpture. This is my Florida man sculpture. If y'all don't know, I am from Florida. That's my Florida man sculpture. It is a gator knocking at your door. He is knocking at your door. Okay, so yeah, he leaning on the door. Why? Because if you look this up, there was a gator one time in Florida that came from the ocean, came from his little lake, his little swamp, and went up to a door and like pushed himself on the door and rung the doorbell with his nose. I said, this is another type of Florida mess. This is another type of Florida situation. So I made a piece about it because I felt like that was the most Floridian iconic thing that a gator or anything could do in Florida ever. So this is my piece, Florida man, knocking at your door. All right, moving on. Yes, she called me out. Work is a block that I do to block myself from being creative. I'm so busy, and I'll make sure that I am busy, that I get nothing done. Instead of going into the studio and working on my shit, I will clean the house. I will wait on my partner or my family members or whoever's hand and foot. I will do all of the things except dedicate any time to myself. I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll cook again, I'll juice, I'll do some shit, I'll clean out the closet, I'll go through some shit, I'll throw out all of the shit in my closet or some shit, I'll rearrange some shit, dig out some wigs or some shit like that. Sir, he just want my, sir. I'm gonna put this down here. Okay, put this down here. This nigga is crazy. Do you see what I'm saying? This is a nigga, by the way. This is a boy. He's crazy. Anyways, yes, I will do all the things to make sure that I never have to face what I need to face, that I literally get up and go to sleep thinking about, okay? I like literally avoid it at all costs, and I'm working on it. I'm better at it, things like that. I've broken down a lot of the anxiety or whatever like that, but I definitely need to work on it some more. So my busyness is one of my blocks, and I need to definitely create a definitely I have created bottom lines that I need to stick to in order to avoid these creative U-turns. So yes, what else did she talk about? Yes, blocking is an issue of faith of mine. I'd rather block than have faith in myself. Honestly, the fear of success leads to the fear of abandonment, and abandonment is really what I'm trying to avoid here. So yes. Also, they're reminding us that my emotions are things that can be used as fuel instead of blockages. For instance, my anxiety is a source of fuel instead of blocking it. And honestly, that's something I can pat myself on the shoulder about, because this entire year, since January, everything that I've had anxiety about, I have gone into it and did it anyway. So just to update you guys, if I didn't tell you already, I submitted my music and I opened up for a group, a very famous group called 702, and performed in front of 10,000 people at the Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival of 2023. So yes, I did that. I performed Anxiety. See how that wraps around? And I performed a new song that I'm writing. It wasn't even finished, and it's called Risk. And I'm going to finish that and drop that next month. Then I did a cover as well, just to fill out the 10 minutes that I had, and it was Ego Talking by Saint Harrison, which has been a very trending song as of recently, especially on things like TikTok and whatever. So I'm very proud of myself with that. I made a band. So I found my bassist, my guitarist, the other lead singer, my manager, found our drummer. And so we're all Black and we're all female, and it's just amazing. Yes. So I'm excited about that too. We have already been recording songs, and now we're just working on getting everyone together in one place so that we can, you know, start performing and shit like that. Okay, they did a workaholism quiz. Hold on once. Yes, babe. You getting ready? Yes, I'm almost done with this video, and then I'm gonna hop in and get ready immediately. I did a workaholism quiz, right? That's what's in the book right now, a workaholism quiz. And honestly, read me like a fucking book. I worked outside of my office hours all the time. I canceled dates with loved ones to do work again so that I don't get judged by other people who don't want to see me enjoy things. I postponed outings. I take work with me. I take work with me on weekends. I take work with me outside of work hours. Most of the time I will be drawing or creating tattoos while I'm in the bed, spending time with like my loved one at night or whatever the fuck, instead of just like having my designated work hours or whatever. I always feel like I'm trying to catch up to something. I'm also at that age where I feel like I have to have everything the fuck together, not realizing that I have my shit more together than a lot of other people, as well as I don't have my shit together as much as a lot of other people. So it's just a lot. I just gotta be me, you know. And honestly, I would get more shit done if I honored myself, and this is what this book is reminding me to do. I never allow myself to achieve closure on a task. I procrastinate in finishing up the loose ends on things. So, like, for instance, I was very fearful about The Artist Way because I thought that I would get to something like week 10 or week 11 and stop. So that's the reason why I even started doing these video check-ins, because I wanted to publicly make myself accountable. I've been telling more people about it too, so it's been making me more publicly accountable for my actions. And if I'm gonna start something, I'm gonna finish it. Also, this book has literally been really helping me, like, honestly. So it would be a disservice to myself if I didn't fucking finish it. So I do that a lot. I'll do a painting, paint, 70% done, off to the next one. I'll do a song, sing. I'll spend all my time on it, whatever the fuck. 80% done, cut it off. I'll be doing a tattoo sketch or whatever the fuck. Almost done with the idea, doubt it, throw it in the trash, start a new one. It's crazy. I'm like really bad at that. I don't know why I do this. That's something I'm gonna have to figure out. I think I probably figured it out before and I just forgot, but that's something that I've been working on fixing, and I have been. So we opened up back a lot of books and stuff like that. We have the Quanta book being finished right now. We are studying it. We're finishing A Happy Pocket Full of Money right now. In fact, I might even just reread that. So, yeah. And we've been doing a lot of studying when it comes to quantum physics and stuff like that too. Just to dive back in and stuff like that. Let's move on. I wanted to get back into doing zestful work instead of workaholism. Work that I'm excited about, and that's why it fuels me, instead of feeling like I'm obligated to do something or whatever like that. And that way to get more shit done. And the creativity will fall into it, and I'd be able to, be good about it. They wanted me to achieve clarity by creating a checklist and keeping a record of all the hours spent. I do that with this app called Fabulous, which is like an app where it kind of times you. You set your shit, you play it like a game. And it times you. For instance, I have The Artist Way as a goal, as one of my routines upcoming, my route to music, because I like to do music at the end of the day. So this is my route throughout the day to end up with music. I can play all of my habits like a game. They are not sponsoring this, obviously, but I play it. Adjust and commit to my plans. I did that already. I have 15 minutes to do that. I did that already, right? So what's the next thing? Connect with someone I love. Did that, right? What's next? Learn and study. Did that. You feel me? And I have to pretty much time myself. I set timers on it so that way, and it plays and it counts down the timer as I'm doing these things. You know what I'm saying? I have to get sober from my workaholism, obviously. And then something that really touched me was she acknowledged that artists go through things like artist drought, where sometimes like we may not be in the space to sing, we may not be in the space to like make music, we may not be in the space to do a bunch of things, right? But I kept on with my morning pages the entire time. I almost stopped with my morning pages, which was kind of like shocking because you won't notice it, which is why I'm glad she brought it back up and brought me back into serving myself in this way, because the pages did bring me clarity and help me dedicate myself to myself. So I stumbled on through my droughts, and they're coming back. We tackled fame, and I kind of wish you dived into it a little bit more. It was kind of short, and she was just trying to tell us not to, like, hold on to the idea of fame and comparing ourselves and stuff like that too much, because it's just us feeding our egos and things like that, which I already understood. Everything about the fame, though, I get it. How it's a spiritual drug. How I need to treat myself like a precious object in order to stay strong, you know, and how fame can be like an intoxicating type of thing, where you're almost never satisfied. And even if I were to reach fame, there's always somebody else to compare myself to that leads me back into this toxic state of mind. It's quite crazy. Competition, I will say that I'm proud to say that I am not one of those people who's like a why me. What did Cardi B say? She was like, don't be a why me type of bitch. Be a how can I get next to this bitch type of bitch. I'm kind of like that bitch. I look at a bitch that I'm fucking, that I want to be like, and I'll be like, damn, she made it possible. She made it possible. That means this shit is achievable. That means I could do this shit too. Because you know what I got? I got this, 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 I got this. It is very much possible for me too. So I love that. I don't really compare myself a lot. I won't say that. My comparisons are never like, why her and not me? And I say that. I'll compare myself, but I'll always make sure that it comes in a positive light. The tasks, right? The task. Oh, and I also have to allow myself to do work badly. That's still working on. The task that they gave us, the deadlies, was a task. I had to take a sheet of paper, cut it into 7 pieces, put things like work, alcohol, drugs, food, things like that, and talk about like 5 things each one of those things do that are negative in my life. Definitely touched things multiple times and found multiple ways that these things did, but I did kick a lot of those habits. For instance, I'm a sober person. I take no drugs. I'm very happy about it. Do I feel myself as any better than anybody else? No, absolutely not. I just feel like it's better for me in this moment because when I smoke weed, it fucks my voice. That doesn't help with my goal of being a fucking singer. Obviously. Touchstones. Made a quick list of things that I enjoy, wrote it down. The Awful Truth was really fucking, ooh, it was like, damn. The Awful Truth was a questionnaire, and they asked me to identify habits that get in the way of my creativity, what's the payoff to doing these habits, all these things like that. It was really real. Then I had to set a bottom line. You know, I will no longer work weekends. I will no longer bring work with me on social occasions. I will no longer place my work before my creative commitments, things like that. I set a lot of bottom lines, boundaries. My artist date, I went to something called Misa alone I usually don't go alone. I never go alone. I don't practice Santeria, I practice Ifa, but I've created a community in Santeria as it's very similar to Ifa, in my opinion, no disrespect to anybody else. And so I went to Misa by myself, and I made a friend there. And I think it's really cool because she's older than me, but there's a lot of things that she does that I did. So I gave her the Artist Way, and she downloaded it immediately, and we're gonna check in with each other on those weeks and stuff like that, and I think it's super cool. She also downloaded a Happy Pocket Full of Money, so I think I have a little friend that's gonna join me on this journey, and I'm really happy. Okay, so to finish this off, week 11 is recovering a sense of autonomy. And this week, we focus on artistic autonomy. We examine the ongoing ways in which we must nurture and accept ourselves as artists. We explore the behaviors that can strengthen our spiritual base and therefore our creative power. We take a look at the ways in which success must be handled in order that we not sabotage our freedom. I love that. I love that. And then it starts off with creating a sense of autonomy. You gotta love that. Guys, we are in week 11. I'm sad to see it go, but I'm happy to watch her leave. I'm probably gonna reread this book a lot just to keep myself, like, you know, just to be a reminder of myself. But I already feel like my music has inspired my music. So I feel like maybe I can just keep going into that route and being truthful and learning with myself and stuff. But I'm really happy that I've gotten this far, and I'm really happy that the people who are watching it with me and who joined me in this journey or are deciding to join the journey themselves are doing what they need to do to help themselves, because that's what I want for myself. I need to change, and before I die, I need to make sure that my life is lived the way I want it to be lived. I gotta be myself. Everybody else is taken. So with that being said, I'm taking my partner to a Paramore concert tonight. She has no idea. So I'm gonna go get ready for that right now. Also, it's always been my dream to go to this too. So yeah. Bye y'all. And my cat's name is Orochimaru. Don't judge me. Bye.